Okay, good. So you'll have 5 minutes and you'll be up next. Mr. Collins, you have 3 minutes.
Thank you. My name is Ray Collins. I'm not going to reprise the stunt I pulled last December, but I will tell you again that when I moved here in 1966, one of the first things I noticed about Austin was that my white friends and acquaintances got probation for what was then felony possession of 2 joints of marijuana, and people whose skin was darker than mine went to prison. Here we are almost 52 years later to the day, and now it would be a citation for me if I still smoked and got caught, and a greater likelihood of arrest for my friends and acquaintances of darker hue. Some change for the better, but we haven't reached the promised land. To generalize this to other misdemeanors, I will first say that police officers are a valuable and expensive resource, which is wasted on such low priority violations. Last summer, I gave my District 5 representative a list of my law enforcement priorities, and the misdemeanors listed in this resolution for number 73 and others besides are right at the very bottom of the list. Based on the information presented by Council Member Cassar's staff, I evidently place more value on a police officer's time than do some police officers themselves. This is a matter of policy to be addressed in part by this resolution and a matter of retraining serving officers and of cadet training. Second, moving on to money, police officers' time spent on these misdemeanors are wasting tax money in several ways beyond their costs in salary and benefits. It cost Austinites $1,800 for a police officer to book someone into Travis County Jail for a discretionary arrest or an arrest arising from a bench warrant when someone doesn't respond to a citation. Then there are jail and court costs of varying amounts. There's court overtime for police officers up until tonight. Then there is the social stigma attached to this arrest and release cycle, which hinders a person's ability to find shelter and employment. There are societal and monetary costs associated with that stigma. There are costs associated with the social and monetary response required to break someone out of this arrest and release cycle. So yes, I support this resolution as an effort to further a change that has occurred over the 52 years I've lived in Austin, a change that has not yet been adequately implemented. And since I have a moment, I'm going to address the immigration item. Also, I want to point out that sending people to Travis County Jail exposes them once again to any time that the feds decide to show up and deport them, in other words, ICE.